but Belotti's one-on-one. Come on, Belotti. That was poor. Belotti, we spent £70 million on you. I was expecting you to put that one away. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 12 of the Bayern Beta, the final episode of the FM20 Beta, as after this episode we will be moving on to our main save for the year. So we've only got one game to show you. It is the DFB Pokal Final against Bayer Leverkusen. We win this game, we've done the domestic treble, we'd have won the Bundesliga, won the German Super Cup, and the DFB Pokal will join that trophy in our trophy cabinet. There's been no game since our last game of the season against Wolfsburg, so what I've got to show you is the team that's going to win us the trophy. So this is the lineup. We got Manuel Neuer in goal, Alaba, Sule, Pavard and Kimmich. We got Tolisso and Goretzka in the middle, with Coutinho, Eriksen and Muller in those attacking positions. Belotti starts up front, as Lewandowski did pick up a knock in training. He is fit, but we will be utilising Belotti instead of Lewandowski. So, yeah, that's the end of the season. You know, we won the Bundesliga just about, but we've got one game to go. And we will do a season roundup after the cup game, because, you know, it could be a very good season. It could be a bad season. Who knows? It all depends on this game. So we've got Bayer Leverkusen. We're going to tell the team they have to prove a point. They're all motivated. They are hyped up. So now is the time to make yourself legends by winning the DFB Pokal Final. Because, you know, it's just the German Cup that makes you legends. But can we get our third trophy of the season? As Eriksen plays it back to Goretzka, Tolisso, lovely ball to Coutinho, comes inside. It's gone over the bar. And it'll also be Coutinho's last game for us, and he's on loan from Barcelona. So seeing as this is the only game today, we'll do a live commentary throughout the whole game. I'm not going to cut anything out. We will watch it all together. So for those of you who they don't have Football Manager, I normally cut up the highlights so that you see the best bits. So this is going to be an authentic experience if you're playing the game. So we're going to keep an eye on the stats. So we haven't had the best of starts. It's been about a 50-50 game. But Bailey wins the ball from Alaba. He's beaten the left back. He's got pace. He's got room to move into. He's on goal. But Neuer does make that save. And he really wants to win. He wants to lift that German Cup at the end of this game. Bayer Leverkusen have had the shots. 4 on top. Well, 4 in total. 3 on target. But as we know from the Wolfsburg game, you know, you can have 3 shots on target, score 2 goals and win the game. Not that I'm bitter. But Belotti's one-on-one. Come on, Belotti. That was poor. Belotti, we spent £70 million on you. I was expecting you to put that one away. But clearly not. But I think if I was staying on for another season at Bayern Munich, I think midfield I'd be looking at to strengthen. Maybe another winger to give us some sort of options on the wing. But Coutinho to Alaba, crosses it in. Havertz clears it away. I'd probably try and sign Havertz because he's a brilliant player for Bayer Leverkusen. But Kimmich loses the ball to Wendell. Lumps it upfield, but there is Pavard ready to pounce. Coutinho, who's gone through to Belotti. The goalie doesn't move, and Belotti scores the goal. That's why we spent £70 million on him. He's got the first goal in the German Cup final. Not quite sure why their goalie didn't come out to get it, but I'm very happy that he didn't. Coutinho, it's a deflection from the defender. The goalie just stands still. You'd have thought he'd have come out for it, but Belotti does pounce, and he does make it 1-0 to Bayern Munich as we go into half-time. Very good performance. Well, an okay performance. I'd say Bayer Leverkusen have been the better side, so I'm going to give an assertive. We've got to guard against complacency. Just think, right? We are the masters of throwing away a 1-0 lead. So we just got to guard against complacency. Don't concede. That's the magic words. Do not concede. Because the last few games, we've gone 1-0 up, we dominate the game, and then we let our opponents back into it off their first shot they decently get. But 63 minutes, quiet second half, nothing's happening. So I'm going to show some passion. I would like to score a second goal, just to give us a bit of a cushion, just in case we inevitably concede, as Coutinho listens to my words. It's like I'm channeling my team talk through the game, as we do go 2-0 up with a Phil Coutinho header, of all things. You know, Phil Coutinho is a very short man. He's a very small man. So to him to score a header, I would be very disappointed if I was that defender being out-jumped by Phil Coutinho. But we're 2-0 up. That should be enough to get our hands on the DFB Pokal. But let's try and score as many goals as we can. As Kimmich plays it into Goretzka. Is he going to do a long ball here? He's going to play it short. Comes short to Muller. Muller's got some room. Tries to chip in the box for Coutinho. It's 3-0 to Bayern Munich. Philippe Coutinho gets his second goal of the game. And we are going to lift the DFB Pokal. We're going to do the domestic domination of the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, and the Super Cup, as Phil Coutinho, on loan from Barcelona, his last game for the club, as I don't think I'm going to be paying his £105 million release fee, unless we can loan him again. I mean, you know, I'm not going to be here next season, but we'll try and loan him again and see what happens. But coming up to full time, I haven't made any subs. There's no point, because Bayern Munich are going to lift the DFB Pokal, the German Cup. So we did win 3 competitions out of 4. You know, we lost to the penalties by Tottenham in the Champions League. So overall, we've done good. We've had a very good season. So I'm going to give a passionate congratulations, boys. Enjoy these moments. You deserve it. The players are looked to gain confidence. And that will be the end of the Bayern Beta save with a German Cup win. Victorious Bayern celebrate famous treble. We win some money. 18 medals have been given out for the Pokal win. Bastian Schweinsteiger praises me in the media. With the board are happy. Coutinho scored 2, assisted 1. It's going to be a shame to see him go back to Barcelona, but we can't afford 105 million to buy him out. You know, I'd rather go for someone like Kai Havertz, who's German and would fit into the side. So there we go. So I think we'll go ahead to the end of season awards. I think that's the only thing we haven't seen so far. Plus, I'm expecting to see a new email come through this year of the board expectations and how we've got on for the year. So we'll carry on going. So there we are. We've hit the end of season awards. So Leon Goretzka was the fans' player of the season with 40%. I'm quite surprised, really. I would have thought they'd have given it to either Lewandowski, maybe even Neuer. But Leon Goretzka gets the fans' player of the season. Thiago comes in second place. Unfortunately, did get injured towards the end. And Thomas Muller got third place. Leon Goretzka with the goal of the season. Let's watch this together. Let's see what the goal of the season was. It was against Borussia Dortmund. Let's have a look. So Tolisso to Goretzka. Takes a touch. It's a long shot. Oh, it's a screamer. It's an absolute screamer from Goretzka. I think I remember that one. I think we had it on camera. But brilliant goal. A well-deserved goal of the season. Belotti was signing of the season. £70 million he spent from him. He did alright, but I think we kind of spent £70 million to get Lewandowski to play better. Because as soon as Belotti came in, Lewandowski was just scoring goals for fun. And young player of the season, Kingsley Coman. Yeah, he had a good season. I think he scored 4 goals against Barca in the Champions League. So fair play, he had a good season. Lewandowski, top goal scorer, 20 goals. Thiago, the highest average rating, 7.41. Thiago had the best assists. He had the best pass completion. He had the most man of the matches. So why didn't Thiago win player of the season? He came second, but apparently Goretzka played better. Kimmich had the most yellow cards with 14. He's on the naughty list. And Kingsley Coman had the most red cards with 1 red card. And as you can see on the right-hand side, our team of the season, Neuer in goal, Alaba, Pavard, Sule and Kimmich. I'm glad that Boateng didn't get in the team of the season, because he is a liability. Goretzka and Thiago in the middle. Coutinho, Christian Eriksen making team of the year, even though he only came in January. So that was a good signing from us. Kingsley Coman on the right. Robert Lewandowski with the striker in our team of the year. Season review. It was a memorable season for Bayern as they tasted success in the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal and the German Super Cup. Bayern had been expected to make much of the Bundesliga title running and lived up to their pre-season billing by finishing top of the pile. So the only cup we didn't win was the Champions League, and we got knocked out on penalties by Spurs. So overall, we had a really decent season. So this is the new email I haven't seen before. So the board would like to discuss the club's long-term vision. Now, this is the end, right? I'm not carrying this save on, but it's really interesting to see what they want to do. So is there any changes in this? So play possession football, sign players in Germany. A lot of this is the same, although do not sign players over the age of 30. So they wanted me to sign young German players under the age of 23 for the first team. So we're doing all right with that. Well, we signed Belotti, the Italian, and Eriksson, the Dane. So yeah, we're totally smashing signing German players. So 5-year plan, best youth system in the country, most reputable team in Germany, work within the wage budget, and minimum 4-year contracts for first team players. So any contracts we offer, we have to give them 4-year deals. So next season, challenge for the Bundesliga, reach the semi-finals of the Champions League. So pretty much the same as last year. Challenge for silverware the season after. And I think other than that, very, very similar. I don't think much has changed in that. They do still want to win the Champions League by the end of the 23-24 season. But that is, the new club vision, I would say. So I'm going to try and negotiate because, like I say, I'm not staying on, so I've got nothing to lose. But let's see if there's anything I can change. So sign players under the 23 for the first team. So if I was to play this, I wouldn't want to be, forced to sign only German players. I want to try and build the best team no matter where they come from. So I would say I want to take off sign players in Germany. Sign players for domestic rivals I want to get rid of. Sign players on the 23, I can do that, that's fine. I'll keep the German players ones in there. But any other ones I want to take out? Become the most reputable team in Europe? Most reputable team in the world? That's a bit of a stretch, really. But they only want me to challenge for silverware. So they don't want me to win the Bundesliga. They just want to challenge. So that's not too bad. So I'll suggest those and see what they say. Well, they still really want to sign those two. They still want to... Okay, look, can I take one of them out? So sign players from domestic rivals. Can I take that one out? No, they don't. They want to keep it in. So I have to, unfortunately, the board are not going to move on wanting to sign players from Germany. So it's a good job I'm not staying for the next season. So squad dynamics looking very good. So that is the team leaders of Lewandowski, Neuer and Müller. They are our team leaders. Injury report. I'm not interested in an injury report. Training camp destination. We can go to Austria, Italy, Switzerland, or Switzerland. I wonder which one I want to go for. I think we'll go to Austria. Because why not? The board are so kind with their options of a training camp destination. But there we go, guys. That is the end. The end of the Bayern Beta save. So overall, in fact, we'll have a look at the schedule. We'll have a look at the season. So we did start off pretty well. Pre-season, we hammered everyone. We were looking really good. We came to the actual season and we drew 0-0 in our first 2 Bundesliga games, which didn't fill me with confidence. We just couldn't score goals. We scored 1 goal against Mainz, lost to Leipzig, lost to Inter Milan. So by this point, I think the first 6 games of the season, we'd only scored 3 goals in 6 games. So we definitely struggled at the start of the season. But I think after the Cologne game, we massively turned the corner. And we went unbeaten right up until Inter Milan in the Champions League. They did the double over us in the Champions League. But then after that, we struggled again. We lost to Inter, drew 0-0 against Bayer Leverkusen, then lost to Borussia Mönchengladbach. But that was, I think, the last loss up until, well, for a long time, really. So we went from December right up until the end of March before losing a game. And that included wins over Barcelona, Leipzig, Barcelona again. So we did beat the big sides during that run. But then we did come unstuck against Eintracht Frankfurt, of all teams. So we could beat Barcelona, no problem. But Eintracht Frankfurt, that was the issue. And we did have back-to-back defeats. We lost to Frankfurt and lost to Dortmund as well. But then we did turn it around, beating PSG at home, drawing against them away, beat Bayer Leverkusen, beat Dortmund. And then we had Spurs, which we drew 1-1. And then, of course, lost against them on a penalty shootout. And then, of course, the Wolfsburg game, which, if you haven't watched the Wolfsburg game, check out the last episode where we conceded 2 goals in 5 minutes. But there we go. That is the season review, my friends. So overall, we did okay, I think. I mean, we were expected to win the Bundesliga. I think we were expected to win the Pokal as well. We almost got to the final of the Champions League, which if I was staying on, I would try and build a stronger side. I'd definitely try and sign a midfielder, because with Coutinho going, I'm not going to spend 105 mil on Coutinho, but I might have tried to sign Havertz from Leverkusen. Apart from that, maybe a defender, because I think centre-backs we struggled with. I'd get rid of Boateng, because he is a liability. But that's what I kind of do. So, yeah, so that is the end of the beta, my friends. We've shown a lot of the new features off that have come in with Football Manager 2020. And starting from next Monday, we will be debuting the main save of the channel. I will give you a sneak description of it. It is going to be a journeyman, so we are going to start from the very, very bottom and work our way to Champions League glory. And when I mean start from the very bottom, I really do mean start from the very bottom. I'm not going to say who I'm starting with, so I'm not starting unemployed. I am starting with a team, and it's probably the lowest you could ever go when it comes to starting your football career, to a point where I could realistically get that job in real life if I, properly went for it. So yeah, I'll leave that there. So thank you very much for watching the beta, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. As mentioned, next week we will be starting our main save. And fingers crossed, it's going to be a good one. But Bayern Munich, we did alright, I think. A few slip-ups, but we did okay. But thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.